Good morning everyone. Another wee Sunday morning stroll with the dogs. The weather's picking up a bit, which is quite good, and it's a good opportunity to week out the camera and make my introduction to the weekly news videos. Normally I would go first, but this time I'm going to let the deputies go first, and then I'll catch you all at the end.
Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I'm going to chat through how parents' evenings will work this year. Following feedback from parents and pupils and staff, we're making some changes to how the parents' evenings work. We had two main action points to work on. One was parents would really like to actually speak to the class teacher, but we'd also like the flexibility of online. So the plan so far is that S1 and S2 will be in person in the building and will be like an open evening to allow you to walk to classrooms, talk to teachers and see some of the amazing pupil work. S3, 4, 5 and 6 will be one-to-one video appointments with your young person's actual teacher. We're working with a new package for video parents appointments, which many schools around the country are also using. Basically, you click the link that we send you, you log in with your young person's name and date of birth. The site will then allow you to select from your young person's teachers and classes, and then you just tell it when you're available. So parents' evening is from 4:30 to 7:30, but you might only be able to do between 5 and 6. So you set that in, and then you hit the schedule button. This will automatically sort out the timings and book your appointments with each teacher. Don't worry if you have two young people in the same parents' evening, it can cope with that too, and it'll avoid any clashes. And it'll certainly save you running around the building. On the evening, you click the link again and log in. The appointments will run like speed dating. The site will automatically load up each teacher for you at the right time. Then there'll be 6 minutes with each teacher, 10 if you're seeing a teacher from Tyree. There'll be a clock on the screen and the system will automatically cut you off after 6 minutes, and then it'll take you to your next appointment. If there are important conversations that just can't be covered in 6 minutes, that's okay, don't worry. Call the school, we'll connect you with a principal teacher who'll be able to set up a time or a phone call to discuss further. In addition to the teachers being available, our amazing colleagues from Skills Development Scotland are providing a careers advisor for the evening. Mark from SDS will be available to chat through all things careers. 6 minutes might not do that justice, but even if it allows you to set up a further meeting, we thought that would be really useful. As ever, we'd really appreciate your feedback on how the evening went for you, and we'll send out an evaluation shortly after. Please bear with us. This is brand new for all of us. If you have any trouble setting up appointments or logging in, just give the school a call. They'll put you through to me and I will sort it out. I hope the parents' evening is really productive and really useful, and I hope everything goes smoothly, and I'll speak to some of you shortly. Thanks very much.
This week, our SPLT invited staff from Oban's Doves Centre into the school for a coffee morning with staff. This was a follow-up to last week's assembly, which focused on the work of the Doves Centre. The aim was to raise staff awareness of all the services that they offer and encourage more partnership working. Many thanks to everyone at the Doves Centre who continue to provide such valuable support within our community. On Sunday, a group of our S6 students, along with Mr Fairbairn and Miss Stevenson, are travelling to Laurenburg for the second half of the exchange programme. We wish them well on their travels and hope that they all have a wonderful time.
This week, the Duke of Edinburgh Silver Group completed a 3-day-long expedition starting at Kinlochleven. Due to everybody's organisation, hard work and preparation, the expedition ran smoothly and everybody succeeded. This week, we also covered the cost of living crisis in the UK. We would especially like to outline that anyone seeking support can do so here within the school through our family liaison officers. We could also speak to any of your teachers or any person that you trust about any worries that you may have.
SPLT have also set up a book swap available here in our Learning Hub, where you can take as many books or donate as many books as you like. If you are over 16, you may also qualify for an education maintenance allowance. for which you can sign up for through your guidance teachers. We also held a coffee morning for all staff where we raised awareness for our local hospice known as the Dove Centre. This was very successful in strengthening our relationship with this charity, and we are now working towards incorporating this charity into our curriculums.
Next week, the Oban-Lauenburg exchange trip will be travelling to America to begin their exchange. We will first be stopping at Washington DC and then carrying on to Lauenburg. They will be learning, strengthening about the connection between our two towns and learning about the heritage that connects us. If you are interested in the exchange and would like to find out more, feel free to listen to the Lauenburg podcast currently on our podcast channel.
Next week, Mr. Bain, Mrs. Jackson and 2 other clan leaders, along with myself, will be visiting the Tyree High School, where we will run workshops on confidence, public speaking, as well as any attribute that people look for within your own leaders. This will end with us electing their own SPLT, and I look forward to reporting back on that next week.
Hello. It's been a busy week for S1, 2 and 3. We had a successful rugby trip to play St Thomas Aquinas. All 3 teams were excellent and won all 3 games. Next week we'll host St Paul's Academy. We'd also like to thank our senior pupil coaches, Jack Johnston, Malcolm McIntyre and Finley Brown, who will be helping referee on the day, and we wish them good luck. S1, 2 and 3 also had separate sessions with 2 officers from Police Scotland based in Dumbarton, accompanied by one of our very supportive local police officers, Claire Brown. They were helping pupils have some knowledge and understanding about gangs and country lions and how to stay safe in our community. Some of what we heard was quite shocking, but we hope it will make everyone think deeply and help us make the right choices. Next week, I'm looking forward to meeting all our Ukrainian families and those from St Columba's Primary School as well, to check in and see how things are going and to identify and offer any further support.
And Jack and Shaw ha mi in the vehicle ger an Roland Loch Gaelic a Hackanye. We've begun planning some immersion days for Gaelic medium pupils in order to give fluent pupils a taste of other curricular areas. We'll share more details on this next term. We're also currently looking to appoint an additional language assistant for Gaelic in Oban. This is to help us further develop relationships between Gaelic speakers in Oban and Tyree and help plan and deliver our immersion days. If you or someone you know might be interested in this post, please send me an email. You can find my email address on the Contact Us page on the school website. Ha mi caterer shrivi chleintjin voiv.
Thanks very much to all our contributors in this week's news item. I hope that you're continuing to enjoy this slightly less formal, yet still informative and still enjoyable way of us sharing what's going on in the school. Remember, if it's really important, you'll get the formal letters. And of course, if you have any questions at all, just call the guidance teachers. So that's what the deputies and a lot of the kids have been up to. So what have I been up to? Well, most of the week I've spent analysing the SQA's statistical pack that was just sent to us, and I can report that the schools are doing very well. There's always some aspects of what we need to do to improve, and we'll build that into our improvement planning process between now and Christmas. Indeed, one of the things that I really want to look at is developing the broad general education and make sure that the work that's being done in the primaries we build upon more effectively, and we'll be working with a number of schools who are renowned for having good practice in that area, and so we'll steal for them and make it fit our context. And equally, the schools from afar are learning about leadership and about developing the young workforce work that we do, which we are renowned for. So sharing good practice across the country is an excellent way for everybody to develop in all areas. And we use the SQA data to find out which wee angles that we want to concentrate. So that's quite good. Apart from that, I've been involved in national discussions on developing education. In fact, there's a consultation out just now called the National Discussion, and I'll be sharing information on how you can take a part in giving your view and helping shape the direction of travel for the whole of Scottish education. But there's one area in particular that I'm involved in, and that is the independent review of qualifications and assessment led by Professor Louise Hayward. We've already started the consultation on that. It comes in 3 stages. We've done stage 1 with all our youngsters, and we're about to move into stage 2. Again, we'll be working with pupils in particular to make sure their views are heard, but we also share that with the parent councils as that emerges over the next 8 weeks or so. So look out for that. I'll share it in the videos and we'll put it on the social media as well. So that's the gist of what I've been up to. I hope you find that informative. I hope you find that what you've learned from the deputies and the kids is going well, and I'll see you all next week in my final news report before we go on holiday. So thanks very much, everyone.